So you're going to show us around in Maranello.
Yeah.
How do you feel about coming to Italy?
I like it. I mean, especially coming here to Maranello. I mean, racing with Ferrari is a dream coming true. I mean, when you come here, especially now after a few years with the hypercar, you start to feel the passion of the people, and also I feel like they more and more start to like endurance racing. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Is it growing, the passion from Italian fans?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say. I mean, it was already what is this? It was already there when we used the GTs. But of course now with the hypercar going for overall victories in Le Mans, overall World Championship, you definitely feel the difference.
Do they ever stop you in the streets or when you're walking?
I mean, obviously if we go out in normal clothes, it's more Giovinazzi that they recognize. But if we go like this, yes, then sometimes they ask for pictures and stuff. And also, when they know we are on the sim, they are also sometimes waiting outside. Of course, it's not like when Lewis and Charles are here, but we start to see some people.
And how is your Italian?
Non è male, dai, parlo un po' di italiano. Almeno quello.
So, this is a 12 cilindri.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Ferrari?
I have this one at home, so I have to say this one.
You like a powerful V12?
Yeah, what I like is, you know, it looks a bit like the old Daytona. It's normally aspirated engine, and then the sound of the V12. I think it's difficult to find something better than that.
Have you tried other race cars outside of GT3 and 490?
Yeah, I drove a 2002 Formula 1.
Oh.
So I've tried a few, also a 99 Schumacher car.
Oh.
So I've tried a few other race cars.
How was it? With
It was amazing. Amazing. Like the power and the grip you have there is incredible. And then, I mean, now speaking, the car is old, but like when you drive it, you don't feel that it's a 20-year-old car. It's incredible, the technology and the abilities they had already 20 years ago in Formula 1.
When you started racing, have you ever dreamed about arriving in Formula 1, or have you always thought about racing in endurance?
To be honest with you, I think most of drivers coming from karting, doing a few years in single seaters, the first dream is always to go in Formula 1. I mean, for me, it was always watching Michael, you know, and when he was with Ferrari winning, and I wanted to do the same.
Okay.
But then I started endurance racing, and I realized that it's, of course, very different. But I mean, today the level is so high. Ciao, Yife. The level is so high.
Wow!
It's amazing the sound.
Yeah, it is.
No, the level is very high, and I have to say, my dream was always to race with Ferrari, and yeah, Formula 1, of course, is the pinnacle of motorsport. But I think I wouldn't call it the next best, but the step under that, I would say, is WEC in a hypercar. You know, so I'm in a position, and I'm in a place where I feel really proud to be, and I'm very happy to be, and hopefully I will finish my career here.
Do you remember when you were offered the opportunity to race with the hypercar?
Yeah, I mean, we all did quite a lot of testing, quite a lot of development. So it was nice to have the whole thing, and then, of course, to be pointed out as one of the drivers was was of course the peak. I think it's been very interesting to be a part of the development, because a project like this is not something that comes overnight. You know, we've spent so many hours on the sim, so many hours testing different stuff, and then you see the car rolling out for the first time is definitely special.
Yeah. Wow. And you said you don't like speeding with
But we are still under the speed limit. It's just a wheel spin.
How is it racing in Le Mans? Also, when you are not in the car.
Yeah, Le Mans is special. I mean, I think for us, probably in terms of fan base and everything, is always nice when we race in Italy with our car. But outside of Italy, of course, Le Mans is the big. I mean, it's the most iconic race in the end. So there you really feel the passion and the love for racing. And I think for most of us, it's a long, more than a long race. It's a long week, because it's more like 10 days for us. So racing is actually becoming more and more the smallest part of it, you know. So it's about managing your energy and really finding time also to relax in between all the stuff we have to do.
I believe you also have bigger and bigger media duties.
Yeah, I know we always like to complain about this, but in the end, it's a part of the job, you know. We are there with the hypercar, so of course it's and luckily it's gathering more and more attention, because otherwise, if it was the other way around, it would be quite sad also.
Yeah.
So of course for us, we would prefer to just relax whenever we are not in the car, but yeah, like I said, it's a part of the job to do the other duties as well.
And coming back to Le Mans, are you able to sleep when you are not driving, or are you always thinking about what's happening on the track?
Yeah, you know, if you're in a good position, it's always difficult to sleep, because you always want to follow. Then you hear the cars coming by every time, and then at some point it's suddenly more quiet, so you know there is something happening. So then you want to make sure that it's not your car. So it's more than sleeping. I would call it resting, because sleeping is quite difficult. Oi!
Whoa!
Lupo.
Yeah.
Was big, huh?
Yeah,
I've never seen a wolf around here before.
What's the scariest thing that could happen to you when you are racing?
I would say no brakes. That's probably the most significant thing that can happen. I don't really think about this kind of stuff, to be honest, because nowadays the cars are so strong and so good. I mean, we see some quite big crashes now and then, where people, they jump out of the cars, you know.
Also, your colleagues used to say that when you start thinking about possible consequences.
Yeah, sometimes I think it's also about not thinking too much, because, for example, in a race start, if you start to think, I have to go to the inside, I have to go to the outside, then you start to overthink, and then sometimes it happens that you position yourself in the wrong place, you know. Whereas if you just go with your instinct, it's more natural. So I think it's the same for most of us. We don't really think too much about what we do.
Also, when you are overtaking the GTs, which are much slower than the hypercars.
Yeah, there is more by feeling and basically what you see and what you expect, you know. Then of course sometimes you have to brake not to have contact, but that's more because then they start to move a bit in a direction that you didn't really expect.
How did you become a fan of motorsport?
My dad and my grandfather, they used to race. So my grandfather was in rally and my dad was on road.
Okay.
And I got a go-kart when I was 3 years old. So that's kind of how it happened.
Okay. So always on track. You never thought about a rally career like your granddad.
No, I always liked the asphalt, to be honest.
What's the thing you like the most about Maranello?
The passion,
Okay.
the logo that we see in front of us now. I think it's the only brand where you really feel like you are a part of something much bigger than yourself, and you feel like you are a part of a family. I mean, yes, we race. There is big expectations from us, but then at the same time we have a lot of trust from the people around. So it automatically makes you feel more confident in what you do as well.
Okay.
So I think we have a good mix of pressure and also a very close connection between management, bosses, but even between the drivers. I mean, even on the different cars. I mean, we enjoy spending time together, which I think is very important because we see each other more than we see our families in the end. So we have to get along.
Yeah, you spend so many days out of home.
Yeah.
And about Maranello, I think that also a good point is the food.
Of course. But now I'm so used to it, you know, so the food is not really a question. I mean, we know that it's good because it's Italian.
What's your favorite Italian dish?
Spaghetti aglio olio peperoncino.
Ah,
Yeah, very simple, but I really love it.
because the most common answers are pizza,
Yeah,
spaghetti.
Aglio olio peperoncino is my favorite, and it's been since karting like this. I normally don't eat it during the race or up to the race weekend, but it's always the dish I ask. For example, now we race in Spa. I ask for a plate like this after the race, aglio olio peperoncino.
That's your colleague.
Yeah, we just need to get this one for. Yeah, sure, mate. Ciao, James. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.
Do you have any ritual before entering the car?
No. I just go. I know that there is quite a lot of some people they like to put on one shoe. Some people they even use different colors. Have a good one, mate.
You too, mate.
Ciao. I don't have anything. I
You're
don't.
not superstitious.
No. I remember sometimes I did it in karting and then I ended up in the gravel in T1, so I stopped. You know, like people they do what they think works for them, and for me, I mean,
So it doesn't work. So
no, it's just that I'm not superstitious, so I basically just go in the car and I drive.
thank you, Nicklas.
You're welcome.
I hope
Thank you very much.
We'll be able to enjoy your Le Mans.
Thank you.
Maybe a repeat of 2024.
I hope so. That would be ideal.